What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to the Star Wars Shatterpoint meditations of the Core Box Redux for, I guess, Christmas 2024 here. The whole premise behind this one was a comment was made that, people might be getting the box for Christmas, and it could be cool to see sort of a core box on a battle report here. Mm-hmm. And both Alex and I agreed. So, yeah, here we are. And I will say this, Anakin had a stellar showing this game.
Anakin had a great time today. He got kind of moved up the board early on and put in reserve immediately. But that allowed him to kind of be a very present threat until he came out and exploded.
Did he picked up, I think, he did what, 2 activations? 3 activations?
He did 3 activations this game.
Yeah. And did he get somebody in every activation?
He didn't kill anyone this last activation, but
okay,
yes.
So he got 2. He got 2
kills. He took out the Super Commandos and won Struggle 1.
And he took out the B1s and effectively won Struggle 3. Yeah.
Teed up Struggle 3 for a really solid time.
No, Anakin had a stellar game today. Ahsoka, she had a great first struggle.
She had a phenomenal start. Oh my goodness. Her going right up, taking that point, and then just getting, I'm going to go take your other point.
Yeah, and that was definitely a misplay on my point. I forgot how mobile Ahsoka can be with her expertise. Mm-hmm. So I really laid a lot into her there. So, I probably could have done a little bit better. The other thing that I'm actually looking back at, I kind of wish I had exposed Anakin instead of straining him.
That would have been something, yeah.
Well, because if I had exposed Anakin instead of straining him...
2 more successes, I
believe. Maybe because I think your expertise gave you 2 more blocks.
My expertise gave me an extra block, but it also turned a crit to a strike, which allowed me to block it.
Yeah, so it would have been a little bit better for me, maybe. Because I would have had a reposition, so I maybe could have protected Kalani there.
Yeah.
There's stuff I could have done. Mm-hmm. Who knows? But yeah, I think there was definitely a few misplays on my part in that game as well, which definitely played into your favor. Mm-hmm. The Clan Kreese, unfortunately, didn't really have a great game.
No, they kind of just hung back. They allowed Bo-Katan to head up with that focus, and then they got absolutely destroyed from across the field. Oh my goodness.
Gar Saxon had a great activation. Only had 1, but it was a great activation.
Sure. Yeah, that was a phenomenal activation from Gar Saxon. And they did wake up and get revenge on him and push him into oblivion, but...
Honestly, I would say the only unit in this particular game that I would say probably didn't have a great turn was the 501st.
And even
then,
it was a fine activation. They teed up Maul. If Maul had been the target I needed to take down, they kind of teed him up pretty effectively.
Yeah, even the B1s, I feel like even though they didn't quite get through what I wanted to at the very end there, your crit mitigation on Anakin was killing me. Oh man.
Yeah, the defensive profiles of both my Jedi were on full display today.
Yeah, that was just something I wasn't able to really tee up. Unfortunately, and it was just killing me. Mm-hmm. All your crit mitigation, because I think you were consistently usually taking two successes away from me as a result.
Blocking both of them on 1 expertise on defensive side are get an extra block and turn a crit to a strike, and I
think you were routinely getting 2 or 3 blocks on top of that.
Yep.
Yeah,
2 expertise being 2 of that, it's real good.
Yeah, so it was just really eating through me, and I wasn't able to keep up with that, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. It would have been great if I'd gotten another Maul activation, because a Maul activation would have been. Well, I would have killed some people.
That's what Maul does.
Maul would have probably gone in hard into Anakin there or something like that.
Yeah, which could have been big.
And I could have pulled him, exposed him, punched him really hard. Mm-hmm. And then Ahsoka has to make a decision: does she move, take 3 damage, and then just recover 3 damage? But probably doesn't care. But Maul could have been a little bit better for me. There might have been a play with Asajj. Mm-hmm. There, depending on who I could push around. But the problem is, because Kalani was down over here, and the B1s were down over here, she was still only taking 1 point.
Yeah, that is a thing that you need to be mindful of in this game is, especially towards the end, you need to have people who can take 2 points for you, and that's very relevant. And that's why I targeted the B1s like I did.
Oh, yeah.
I did not want them to be able to do that.
Yeah, taking out the supports is definitely a path to victory in this game, big time. And unfortunately, the B1s being my last activation of Struggle 2.
Yes, that was very rough. Getting them out of the way like that allowed me to get them out of the way.
Yeah.
For in my benefit.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I wasn't really teeing up a great Struggle 2, or Struggle 3 for me in that particular instance. And then, just going right down the center where the Clan Kreese Mandos were just, they were just happily chilling.
Oh yeah,
there.
they were chilling, and then I had a very defensive Ahsoka sitting there. The other thing that we noticed when you pulled Asajj, I don't know if it was on the camera, was that if she gets her full tree and gets all the damage in the world, it still doesn't kill Ahsoka when she halves the damage.
Yeah, because you could use your what's the matter too fast for you, which then in turn deals a bunch of damage into Asajj herself. And,
yeah,
and that's the thing. Like if I had been able to like maybe push Ahsoka into oblivion, although you were strained. You were strained, so if you did that,
shoot, yeah, that
if you had done that, you would have taken some damage there.
And depending on how many dice you got successes you got through,
yeah,
you might have killed her.
Oh, you know what? I forgot you had the strain on you.
Admittedly, so did I.
I don't think that really changes what happens, though.
No, I think because that would take you that point, and then
it was the priority.
It was the priority.
It would have given me 2 points.
It would have drawn it out another activation, I think.
It would have given me 2 points because it also would have meant that point was now mine, so Anakin can't just like safely jump back up there.
That's fair. It would have. I still likely would have. No, I wouldn't have taken it because the B1. No, the B1s would still be awake. Yeah, that would have been big actually.
No, the B1s wouldn't have been awake because I pulled Asajj and then I reserved into Kalani. Is what I did there.
Oh yes, this is after
so the B1s were already down.
Yeah, the B1s were down, and then you drew into Asajj.
But what it means is that the safe move of Anakin just jumping up here and taking this point back
would have been punishable. Yeah, because I would have already done that.
Yeah, and Asajj was much better equipped to handle an attack against Anakin, especially considering I would have then also had the Force to just kind of go, Anakin, go away. Just Force push you away, right?
That's fair, yeah.
Right? So maybe Asajj was actually the play.
Maybe, yeah. I think at that point I still would have gone for the too fast for you to put more damage into you, and then maybe I still draw Anakin again.
Well, remember, because I could also stop at the exact point I need to, right?
Which is fair. Yeah.
So I put 3 damage into you. That puts you to 7, which means I only need to do 4 points of damage.
Yep.
So Asajj only takes 2 at that point. I take down a character. I get 3 recovers. Asajj heals back.
Yeah.
All her stuff. And then I also get some force back and all that sort of stuff, right?
Okay. So it might have been a lot harder for Anakin.
So now that I think about it, that was kind of big. Missing that was kind of a big deal at this point. Sadly, and it happens. Because the other thing that Asajj has is she also has her riposte. So I could have also done damage back into Anakin as well.
That's fair.
So yeah, maybe Asajj was the play. Yeah, maybe because Asajj gets down to here. I punch you. I'm already on my defensive side, so I just punch you really hard. Asajj also has crit mitigation. She'd be rolling 6 dice.
Yeah.
All that sort
of
great stuff.
And then Anakin would probably have to use his going to end this and really hope for 2 damage spikes into her.
But at the same time, because I could just force push you away as well, like that also puts some work on you to actually get back into place. Yeah. And I could also apply a bunch of conditions onto you as well. Like pin if I get a full tree, but like even just applying. You were already strained as well. At that point, no, you weren't. You were strained from the other attacks, right?
Yeah.
So I could have like strained, disarmed, and exposed you on top of all that as well,
which would have been big, yeah.
So yeah, you know what? I think Asajj maybe actually was the play.
Maybe she was the play,
and it was all because we missed this pesky little thing right there.
Well,
I'm now actually very curious. Get some dice, son.
All right,
get some dice.
Ahsoka.
Get some dice here. Of course, the dice would do that to me when we're trying to figure this out. So. I would just be adding a crit and a strike.
I'm gonna turn off the crit.
Yeah.
All right, can't change the past.
Can't change the past. Apparently, you just your defensive dice rolls were nothing until the very end of the game.
Until right there.
Well, no, the last struggle.
The last couple of them were fine. Yeah,
were crazy.
They started off real rough.
But there we go. That is the core box there. Well fought and deserved win for the Republic there. Alex, great game as always, man.
Oh, great game.
This was actually a lot of fun. It was kind of cool to revisit the core box experience, and had a lot of fun with it. And I think every unit kind of got to do.
Yeah, everyone got to do their thing. I used almost every ability that I had.
Yeah. No, it was good. So
I got to do cool stuff.
I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah. So if you guys are watching this, I don't know if there's going to be another one before the end of the year because I can't remember my own schedule at the moment. So hopefully you guys are enjoying your holidays, and we'll see you in the new year. Happy wargaming.